The Black Swan was born out of frustration, pure and simply. Living in Western Australia, we suffer the tyranny of distance. I'm an artist myself, and I moved to Western Australia, and it was through moving here that I discovered how difficult it is to enter prestigious competitions, particularly in the field of portraiture. You have to ship your artwork over east, and it costs thousands of dollars. And I talked to lots of artists, and they all had the same problem. And I thought, well, here's an opportunity. We can either sit here and complain, or we can actually get off our butts, to put it nicely, and do something about it. And that's what we spent our time doing, to bring opportunities to Western Australian artists, but also to bring artists of such high calibre to the Western Australian community. Because we are so far away, we do often get missed out. It's a marked difference from when we started in 2007. I think there's a fantastic air of positivity around the Black Swan now, and it just seems to be each year it gets bigger and bigger. We have more positive feedback, which makes our job a lot easier, because people start approaching me, sponsors and people who want to actually help, because they can see what we're giving to Perth, what we're giving to Western Australia that hasn't been here before, you know, adding to the cultural community. So for myself and everyone around in Artrinsic, we're just feeling so good about this year, because once again the standard of the work is much higher, and we really are bringing in the best artworks from across Australia. We've been very fortunate to have some amazing artists in our exhibition, and not only, you know, artists who are professionals, but also emerging artists. In the beginning, in 2007, we held a retrospective of WA entrants of the Archibald Prize, and we were fortunate enough to have Rolf Harris involved, and he was fantastic. When I called him up in London, he just said, "Oh, I can't believe a portrait prize is happening again in Perth." And for me to have an encouragement from someone, you know, such as Rolf Harris, who has a fascination with portraiture, that was a great little stepping stone to know we were going in the right direction. So he displayed his artworks at the exhibition, and that was a fantastic opportunity. Being an artist, I have a fascination with humanity, fascination with people, their facades, where a person becomes a person, and how we can, as artists, it's our job to deliver that. But the second reason is portraiture has a way of bringing the greater community into the artistic world, because even if you don't understand abstract art, if you see a portrait, you make a connection with it, you can have an opinion about it, and I think that's what's important about portraiture. It has come forward so fast. In fact, it's, you know, taken everyone by surprise, because when we first started this, we were just consistently told, look, it's not possible, there's not enough time, there's not enough money here, no one's interested. And in fact, we had the exact opposite response. We found there were lots of people willing to support this, but more importantly, everyone wanted to see culture in WA. They want more fun events, they want interesting things to do, because there are interesting people here. So for us to continue building this event in the way we want to see it, make it bigger than the Archibald Prize money, keep growing the community elements of the event, spread the word about art, that's what we need our support for, so we can continue doing so. What I learnt from Penelope Bladen, she was an entrant in our art prize 2 years ago and the winner of the People's Choice Prize. Through Penny, who was actually had cancer at the time and was undergoing chemotherapy, what I learnt was that the process in her creating her painting actually helped her immensely with her illness, because it was something to focus on. And she said that when she was painting, she didn't think about her illness. She only thought of positive things. So that was something that gave me insight more into the process of painting and how important it is for people, which is also why we set up the youth portrait workshops at the Princess Margaret Hospital. You know, that art has an ability to heal. My own experience was in entering the Archibald Prize with a painting I did of Brian Burke. My painting actually cost $1,500 to send it over to the competition. It didn't make it through to the finals, and then it came back. So there was nowhere to then exhibit this painting, and you were $1,500 out of pocket. It just made me aware of the fact we're so far away from everywhere means all the people who have talent in Western Australia tend to leave here when they don't have to. If there were only enough events and enough things of note and prestige here, people would actually stay here. And to me, that's what this prize was all about, giving Western Australian artists who are incredibly talented the opportunity to make their names grow as much as the people in the eastern states. Our essential support has come in the beginning from Dick Lester. He's been an absolute blessing to our prize because he supported us from the beginning, saw our vision, and put the support financially to our prize. Through him, the City of Perth then came on board, and they've been fantastic in their continual support and in growing and expanding the venues around the city where the prize is shown. And also the Perrine Group, who've brought the People's Choice Prize to the event, because without it, you wouldn't have as much of the community interaction, because people do want to have a say in who wins the prize, and that's where the People's Choice is fantastic. So as our 3 core sponsors, they have really helped us grow the event and take it to the level that it needs to be. We have prize money which, equals Eastern States prize money. Cities are meant to be the place where you get a sense of the place itself, and often, it's a facade. What you see when you first come in is not what it's really about. So for us, putting the Portraiture Prize on in Perth has brought so many people into the centre of Perth and made it really something that people want to come to the city of Perth and want to be engaged in these interesting, exciting and prestigious level events. Supporting the Black Swan Prize for Portraiture and other events like this really helped put Perth and Western Australia on the map, not only nationally but internationally, and that is incredibly important.